Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be bringing you an update of my makeup inventory. The last video that I posted of my makeup inventory was in January of 2017 and I'm filming this in the middle of June 2017. I'm pre-filming a couple videos because I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed tomorrow, so just in case I'm not up to filming any new videos for you guys, I have a backlog of videos, so all I have to do is just upload. Anyways, I'm pretty sure this video would be up towards the end of June 2017, which is why I wanted to film and show my progress in my makeup stash. Now, some categories in my collection are doing really well. Other categories, not so much, but we'll touch on every single category that I have in my collection, and I'll show you guys how much I had in January, and I'll compare it to how much I have now. So without further ado, let's get started. These are all the body lotions that I currently have. I'm doing really well with using up all of my body lotions. At the beginning of the year, I had 9 lotions, and I used up a good amount of them because those 2 cucumber melon ones in the back I just recently purchased. So I think I'm going to do well with keeping up with using all of my body lotions. As for my perfumes, so far I didn't use any of them up, but I have a really good dent in a couple of perfumes, so hopefully I can get those ones out by the end of the year. As for my foundations and BB creams, I currently have 2 in my collection, so that means I downsized by 2 full-size foundations and 1 sample size. As for concealer, I only had 1 at the beginning of the year, and I currently only have 1. As for powders, I currently have 2. Technically, this Coty Airspun isn't mine, it's my mom's, but I'm using it because this Wet n Wild powder is a little too dark, a little too orange for me right now, so the only time I'll be able to use it is when I'm a little darker in the summertime. So technically, I have only 1 powder, which is my goal for the end of the year, but I did steal this from my mom so I can have a powder that actually matches me. As for eyeshadow primers, I only had 1 in the beginning of the year, but now I have a backup of this Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, and the only reason why I actually went out and I got a backup of this eyeshadow primer is because there's a Kmart that's right by me that is closing and everything was on really super clearance, so I picked this up for a way cheaper price than what it is originally, and I knew I was going to repurchase this eyeshadow primer regardless of if it was on clearance or not, so I just decided to pick it up because I knew this one is almost out. Like, this one has like that much left in it, so I mean it's gonna go really soon, so I just decided to pick up this backup. As for my cream eyeshadows, I still have 4 in my collection, the same 4, but I am really working through 3 of them. I used up a lot of this NYX Milk Jumbo eye pencil. I used up a good amount of this purple color tattoo. As you can see, I kind of hit the pan. Although that doesn't really mean much because it is a cream product. And I also used up a really good bit of the Barely Branded color tattoo, so I think my goal of finishing this color tattoo is really achievable, and I also want to try to use this one up as well. This color tattoo I didn't use that much this year, but I'm pretty sure I'll use it a lot more in the fall when I go for a lot of darker colors on my lid. As for my eyeshadow singles, in the beginning of the year I had 3 and now I have 7. As opposed to the beginning of the year, I did declutter 2 NYX single eyeshadows that I had, but I did purchase 7 single Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I'm not considering it a palette since it's in a little palette that Makeup Geek makes. I'm considering all 6 single eyeshadows, so I have 7 currently. As for eyeshadow palettes, I currently have 5, and I had 5 at the beginning of the year. However, I did declutter a couple, and I did purchase a few palettes as well. As you can see, I hit pan on a couple of shades since the beginning of the year. I used up a couple of shades since the beginning of the year, and I have a lot of dips forming in a few shadows. As for brow products, I still only have these 2 in my collection, and I mentioned in my first makeup inventory of the year that I wanted to use up the dip brow, and I've made a pretty good dent in it, so I don't think I'll be able to use it up necessarily in this year, but I think I can get at least half of it done by the end of the year. In my eyeliner category, I have 4 and I had 6 in the beginning of the year, so I used up 3 eyeliners, but I added this one to my collection because I didn't have a black anymore, so I needed a black in my life, so I picked up this black eyeliner. These 3 are colored liners, so I have plans to try to use up these 2 during the summer, and this is a dark blue liquid eyeliner, so that won't be too hard to just use in place of a black eyeliner on a daily basis. As for mascara, I had one at the beginning of the year and I still have one. These are all of my cheek products. I just decided to show you blushes and bronzers and then highlights in the next clip, but I did hit pan on Dandelion since the beginning of the year. I am working on hitting pan on Hoola and Rockateur, also in the Cheekathon palette, and I'm trying to use Pamplemousse in the Jaclyn Hill face palette a lot more. And this is my current highlight collection. As you can see, there is a whole lot more highlighters than there were in the beginning of the year. I added the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, the Makeup Geek Duochrome highlighter in the shade Moon Phase, as well as the Jeffree Star and Manny highlighter in the shade Eclipse. I do use highlighter every single day, and it is the one makeup product that I have a weakness for, so I do reach for every single one of these highlights, and I did hit pan on Mary Lou, which is a goal of mine for this year, so I'm trying to work on hitting pan on Peach Goddess from Jeffree Star, and I maybe want to try to start using up maybe Champagne Pop or Prosecco Pop as well, so yes. And these are all of my lip products. I currently have 17 as opposed to the beginning of the year when I had 19. I did declutter a lot of lipsticks and I did bring in only a couple. I purchased the Manny and Jeffree Star bundle, so I got 2 new lipsticks from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and my friend gifted me the Dose of Color lipstick as well as the NYX lipsticks, but every other lipstick I had previously in my collection. And that is my makeup inventory, everyone. Yeah, I know some categories are a little bit more than what it was in January, but you know what? I still have room to spare, and plus I do enjoy every single piece of makeup that is in my collection as of right now, so it's not like it's a burden or I'm not using it because I am. Well, some products I'm not, but you know what I mean. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like it, please make sure you like and comment so I know you did. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't see what my makeup collection looks like at the end of the year, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye, guys.